Hello everybody, I just wanted to provide you here an update on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. Well, we've recently seen a big sell-off here, right, in Bitcoin, well, and that has an influence on the other coins as well. So this went from 60,200 to 50,000. So we've got a 10,000 drop, right, in within 4 hours. So that's a big drop, well, let's have a look what that means and what the impact might be. Well, looking at these time frames, well, it's a big drop as well on the daily, right? But it's not like a huge drop, and we can compare it to other corrections in the past, like this one. This bar is very similar, or this one. So these are normal correction bars, if you so want. Cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin is very volatile, and if it's too volatile for you, well, then it's not the right market, right? I mean, you have to live with these type of moves, and basically what happens here is that the bulls that are not fully sure about the holding, well, they get shaken out here, right? And this is basically what drives the market higher and higher. That the weak bulls are shaken out and the strong bulls are taking over. Well, not every market is going well. Markets don't go up forever, right? So at some point of time, we will see the bears coming in with a lot of strength, and they will just overrun the bulls. Well, we have this one leg upwards move. That's a momentum move, and we only have very small corrections. So we will get a pullback, right? And the pullback might be really deep. It might go to the 25,000 level. So it might be a 50% correction, because we haven't really seen a big correction yet. But I'm not sure if this is the correction that will trigger this big pullback, right? Why do I think that? Well, because we have a lot of patterns here building into this one leg move. It's not that it's an exhaustion move, but we have well, some reasons why it's going higher. Well, this is a pattern, this is a pattern, this is a pattern, this is a pattern within a pattern, and this overall thing here might be actually another pattern on a that just holds more bars. What we might actually see is because Bitcoin performed so well, it went from 10,000 to 60,000 within a short time. We might actually see other coins performing better, and I've been talking about that for quite some time. I'm actually more bullish, like relatively, right? I'm more bullish on Ethereum. I think Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin, and we can see here a chart. That's a relative chart, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. So Ethereum is lagging, right? And we might actually catch up here. So Ethereum might increase more than Bitcoin. And what we have here, well, that's an S2 futures pattern, and it has triggered up here. Unfortunately, well, it didn't continue to run. Well, it could do, right? What we've seen is a pullback, and now now the strength again is coming in Ethereum versus Bitcoin, even during this strong sell-off. So we see Ethereum being actually strong, right? Let's have a look at Ethereum. What happens? Well, we can see the strength here. We only have a pullback to the 21, which is a very healthy pullback. It's not even a big bar, right? I mean, these look more scary. And by the way, pullbacks look always scary in the cryptocurrency market. If you cannot handle this, well, you will always sell, right, at each of those sell-off. So that looks like a very healthy pullback within this overall uptrend, and this is actually, well, this is another S1 pattern. Well, it's not a nice pattern, that's true. I'm not necessarily taking this, but it's an S1 pattern, well, that has just triggered. Let's have a look. In order to gauge, what is the sentiment in the market? We have to look at other pairs as well, not only Bitcoin. Well, here as well on Litecoin, we only have a pullback to 21. We don't even have a bar close beyond the 21, right? So that looks all good and basically healthy. Let's have a look at this one. IOTA, same, right? I mean, now we're looking at the altcoins. We just have a test of the 21, and they both have been able to close even above the 8. So that shows a bullish strength. Let's have a look at this one. Very shallow pullback. Only on the 4 hour we get to the 21, and here to the 8. So there's a lot of strength still in the market. It might not be Bitcoin right now, but it's in the altcoins, the strength. Let's have a look. Well, this has gone up a lot today, 34%. Well, what we see here, well, this is a pattern. This was a pattern, Forex system 2, and that's a futures pattern system 1, and it has just triggered. So there are a lot of coins that are actually showing strength, and let's have a look. What else can we look at? Well, let's look at this one, the BNB coin. Same here, right? That's a pattern. It actually needs to go a little bit higher. That's a pattern, and it has triggered. And on the daily, well, that looks like a very normal pullback, right? Nothing to be worried about. Well, with the cryptocurrencies, well, Bitcoin dominates the market, right? So it really depends now, well, what Bitcoin is doing. What we see here is, well, it has touched the 50,000 mark here with Bitcoin. And that's a very that's a big number. It's a psychologically a very important number, and we only get a weak touch. So now my eyes go to, okay, what happens with Bitcoin? Do we see a definite break of the 50,000? This is another line of support here. You can prolong that line, and down here is another line. Well, I don't want to stay. Like I'm thinking about taking partial profit. If this 50,000 line is broken, and we see bar closes below it. So let's see. We might actually see that these other coins are catching up and doing much better than Bitcoin, and Bitcoin might just have a refresher and a pause. We'll see. Time will tell. Thank you.